complete these sentences. Entendido. Okay. Can you see my screen, teacher?
I can see your screen. Thank you very much.
Complete these sentences with one of the verbs in the box. Use the affirmative or negative form of the imperative. Use the... Can you see my screen, teacher?
I can see your screen.
So, that is junk food.
So sorry, there is a lot of noise outside. I'm not sure if you can hear, but
Yes, I can hear you, teacher.
all right. So these are called imperative, but we have to understand about imperative is that we are giving direction to do something. So for example, here are many activities that we need to give instruction to happen. If you go all the way down, you're going to see on your right a box with many different verbs. So we have to choose. You can scroll down a little bit. Thank you. So you can see on that box many different verbs. So we have to choose between them to help the imperative work.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Imperative. Imperative. How was the imperative form?
So that's what I want to see if you can understand the logic, because it doesn't start like any other sentence. It starts a little bit. So for example, what is saying the first one? It's saying we have a burger and it's with a not allowed to eat burger. And it says that is junk food. So how do you think we can feel that? It's saying that no, right? No burger. How do you think we can feel that?
You can't eat that.
All right.
It's junk food.
Yes, another way, imperatives basically just say eat that or don't eat.
Don't eat.
It's an instruction. So, or do not eat that, right? That's an imperative. Usually imperatives don't have the subject. They just have the verb at the beginning. All right, so let's try. What do you think about the first one?
Do not eat that.
Very good. Let's take a look to the next one.
If you're tired, sit down if you're tired.
Nice, very good.
Where is, we have sit down here?
You should have sit.
We had sit. Sit down. Sit down if you're tired. Okay.
Very good. Next one.
Up. Let's go for a walk.
All right.
Get up. Get up.
Right. The person is already sitting
Stand
down.
up. Stand up.
Exactly. Very good. Great job.
Do not smoke here. Do not smoke here. The classroom. Speak, help. No sé.
So it has like a hand on that, like no, right? And on the back it says no.
Stop.
Not really. I don't want to help you. Let's go to the next one if you.
By
But it's
yeah.
negative. It starts with don't or do not something.
Okay. Don't speak. Do not speak.
Could be.
Well, go.
All right, we can go to the next one.
It's poison. Potion. Eat.
Poison.
Don't drink. Do not drink.
Very good.
Do not. Do not drink.
Very good.
For a bit if you're tired. Stop for a bit if you're tired.
Excellent.
Stop for a bit. To bed. Go to bed.
All right.
Paper. Recycle.
Very good.
Recycle the paper. Recycle.
Now there is other negative, right? Because it has an X.
Rubbish into the bin. Rubbish into the bin. Put the rabbit.
All right. Rubbish. The trash.
Yeah. Put the rubbish.
We have a first part.
Yes. Do not leave drink feet. What is the meaning of leader?
Just to put things away, to throw things. It's related with throwing things on the street, maybe.
Yeah, I will keep doing. Okay. The road is slippery. Down. Tampoco. An umbrella, it's raining. Take.
All right, very good.
Take an umbrella, it's raining. Nice. Carefully, the floor is wet. Half carefully. Half carefully, the floor is wet.
All right, that's not correct.
Oh, be careful. But we don't have be.
So what is the action that we do on the floor? No, it's saying pay attention.
Walk.
Nice.
Walk. Walk carefully.
Very good.
The dog.
And the dog is thinking about food, right?
Eat the dog. Leader the dog.
Oh.
No.
Not exactly.
I don't know. I know too. An ice cream.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Mm, I don't know. Your hands properly. Clean.
Nice. Or what's the other action?
Wash.
Very good.
Wash your hands properly.
Mm-hmm.
Up, I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Speak up.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear you.
Speak up is like speaking louder. No, speak up.
Yes. Help me, please.
Nice.
Well, we have
I
a
believe
stop, a stand. We have a stop, a stand.
you had feet. You had have.
Have,
Mm-hmm.
have an ice cream. Have an ice cream.
That's correct.
I had feet. What is feet?
The action of giving someone food.
Feed the dog.
Very good. What else?
There we have a stand and a stop.
I
And a
believe you
stop,
have
a leader.
leader, slow, and leave. Mhm.
Slow,
Very good.
slow down the road. Leader, put the rubbish into the bin.
And you have leaves. I believe you have one empty on the first line, on the lady that is like this.
Yes, but I am not recognizing
The verb?
which one. Yes, which one is the verb? Sit, recycle, speak, help, leave.
Leave,
Leave,
exactly.
leave the leave the classroom. Yeah,
But it's saying no,
yeah, leave the classroom.
so it's
Finish.
negative.
Don't leave. Do not leave the.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do not leave the classroom.
All right.
Second answer. Everything good. Leader, no.
Yeah. So because
What?
leader is the action of throwing things on the street, I don't know, garbage, anything, it's the action is no, right? Do not leader. Do not throw
Okay.
things.
Leader is the action. Okay. Do not leader. Okay. Okay.
Put the trash into the bin, right?
Yeah.
So that was it. All right. So let's take a look to the explanation. Let me share my screen, please. So imperatives are a very, can you see my screen? Sorry. Can you see my screen, Jose?
Yeah.
All right, great. So these imperatives are basically just instructions that we give someone to do something. We're going to see that in a little different way, all right? So could you read this statement, please?
The teacher said, please keep the noise down.
And the second one?
The teacher told us to keep the noise down.
Excellent. So here in both statements, basically the instruction is, please keep the noise down, no, stay quiet. But here we are mentioning the person who said that, right? It could be anyone, but we are mentioning because it might be important. So the teacher said, and then we have quote, please keep the noise down, quote, right? We're using the exact same words to describe what it was said. And the second one is saying, the teacher told us. It's not just saying that it said that. It told who? It told us, the whole class, to keep the noise down, right? So here is also mentioning, but it's not using the exact same words. When we have quotes, these are quotes, we are describing someone's exact words. All right, every time we use quotes, we are saying the exact same words it was said. But this is a way to describe what someone said, no? The word say or said in past or present or continuous, whatever. And we say, when we use told, we are describing the receiver who was telling that. All right, this might be confusing, but let's pay attention to some of the instructions. All right, these statements, these imperatives. So imperatives, like we've just seen, no, are commands or suggestions or indirections or invitations to do something. And when we use imperatives, we are giving an instruction, just the verb and then the action or whatever it has to be done, right? For example, be quiet is an imperative, right? Be quiet. And when we use these quotation marks, we are basically saying the exact same words it was said. Now, for example, my mom said, do not watch TV today, right? And I use the quotes to use the exact same words, right? So that is called a direct imperative. When we use the exact words of someone's exact words, but we're seeing in imperatives. Now remember again, imperatives are instructions, commands, etc. All right, so any questions so far?
No.
All right, great. So we recognize imperatives, and now we're seeing a way to describe these imperatives, all right? Okay. So let me go to the next one. Those are direct imperatives. When I use the exact words. Now, reported imperatives, it's used with, well, again, direct imperatives, we use say or said, right? The action, say. And we use reported imperatives when we are mentioning when someone said, but without using, we don't use the exact same words. We're describing what was said, but we do not use the exact words, so we do not use quotes, right? So another example of the same is, could you read this, please? Thank you. So that's the difference between the direct and reported imperatives. In direct imperatives, I'm using the exact words. So I can say, Dean said, quote, right? Be quiet. In both, in both statements, I'm mentioning that Dean said that we have to be quiet, right? Be quiet. When I use said, I use quotes to describe the exact words. And when I use told, I am mentioning who they said that too. So the receiver, sorry, it's not letting me, okay. It's using the receiver. Who's receiving the message? Jackie, no? Dean told who? Jackie. Who received the message? Jackie, right? Dean told Jackie to be quiet. All right, so do we understand this logic?
Yes, but
All right.
if it's imperative, just did say be quiet, but not,
With quotes.
but not to someone in a
No.
specific way.
Just with tell, or in this case in past tense, told, we mention the receiver of the message.
So I never can say Dean say Jackie. Dean told Jackie. Okay.
Yes, it's incorrect. That's the difference between said, say or said, and tell or told, right? In said, you are just describing the exact words. And in told, you have to mention the receiver. Who is telling that? My mom told my sister this. My boss told one of the employers that. No, we always mention the receiver with tell or told. Or continuous telling, no? It depends of the context. It could change, all right? So.
Is the only verb that
I cannot hear you very well, so sorry.
Sorry. This is the only verb that have this imperative mode.
Yes, I mean, this is an example with imperatives. It's a small example of, it's like an instruction, no? Imperative, don't eat, stand up, be quiet, no? But we can also describe that with other things. This is just a first example, like an easy example. But we can also mention this with many other things, no? For example, Dean told me he was going to be eating with his friends, no? He's just describing any other thing, right? Here the example is just imperatives for how simple it is, right? Just an instruction. But we can also use with any other thing. Perfect. Anything, right? But this is just an first. Okay. So when we use told, we don't use quotes, no, or quotation marks, no, the quotes, no, we don't use it with told, just with say. And this will be incorrect, right? Dean told Jackie to be quiet. This is incorrect, no? Because the imperative, it's verb, right? No, not this way. No, it's just the verb. Eat this, don't eat this, stay, I don't know, be quiet, get up, no? And the most common, they're called reporting verbs because you are describing when someone else, you're reporting something, right? Is say and tell. And say, we don't mention the listener or the receiver of the message, no? For the same example, no? And with tell or told, no, it depends of the verb can change the tense. But with tell, we mention the listener, right? Could you read these two examples, please? This one and these two, please.
Okay. Dean said to be quiet. Dean told Jackie to be quiet. He told her. Sorry.
Oh, excuse me, couldn't. I thought you finished. Could you read the last one, please?
He told her to be quiet.
All right, thank you very much. So in the first sentence, is there any mistake? What is missing?
In which one, sorry?
The first one. In this one. I'm not sure if you can see my mouse.
Which one? We have three sentences here.
Yes, in this one.
The apostrophes?
Exactly. The apostrophes are missing. So where do we have the the apostrophes have to go?
Between ding and quiet.
Exactly. So be quiet, right? And this word is not correct, right? Jean said, be quiet, right?
Okay. The two I didn't recognize. Okay.
Yeah, that's just because when we're introducing the quotes, no?
Yeah.
But in the second one, we never use quotes and we mention the listener. That's important. Here, we don't mention the listener, right? So now we're gonna practice a little bit. I believe those are all the rules. Any questions?
No, teacher, everything clear. It's new to me, this information.
All right. So we're gonna practice now before we continue. So you don't forget. So let me show just, we're going to see just imperatives. And I believe it's this one. And you're going to tell me what they mean using the direct imperatives or reported imperatives, right? Remember, I'm gonna write it, okay? With direct imperatives, we use say, right? Or in any other tense, no, say. And with reported imperatives, we use tell, told, right? So let's start, all right? Let's recognize first the imperative. Will you choose a number, please?
14.
All right. So what is this person doing?
Sit down.
Sit down, right? So can you describe this? Imagine someone that said that with direct imperatives, with say or said or.
Okay. I understand what do you want. Okay. Imperative in an imperative way.
Yes, in direct imperative with say or said.
Direct. Jose said, sit down.
All right. Very good. And let's do the next one. Could you choose another number, please?
8.
Right. Number 8. What is the action there?
Open the window.
All right. It could be
Open or close the window.
That's correct. So let's describe this imperative with reported imperative.
Jose told Maria to close the window.
Excellent. Very good. Great job. Let's see the next one. Another number, please.
9.
Number 9. Okay, what about here? What's the imperative?
Do not take picture.
All right. So how can we say this with direct imperative?
When in direct imperative.
Yes, with this